for Blain.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise tonight to speak to this matter of public importance, to put on the record the fantastic schools of Blain. And I'd like to start with the star in the crown of Golden Malden Park Primary. I'd like to acknowledge Principal Sylvia Gregory, who was recently made substantive as principal after spending some time as acting principal and before that being the assistant principal. Sylvia is, to me, the paragon of what we want to see in the leadership of our schools. She's someone who's very innovative, but above all, passionate and driven to see the best outcomes for her students. She came up with, a few years ago as assistant principal, a program to increase attendance at the school, and not having a bus, she hunted around and found one over at the Grey Primary, the Families as First Teachers program, had a spare bus there, and they were willing to work together. So Sylvia got some of the staff together at the school and put a few incentives in place. And that's where I actually first met her. I was walking around door knocking the streets of Malden, and they were doing the morning drive around, checking on kids, making sure they were okay, and doing their best to get them to school. So well done, Sylvia, and I look forward to working with you going forward. They have a fantastic breakfast program. So every morning they run Breakfast Club, helping with that oh so important nutrition, filling up little tummies that might be empty, making sure that they can concentrate. As a father of 3 boys, I know that if their tummies are empty, then so are their minds. If their tummies are full, then you've got a hope of putting something into their minds. So they have a very successful and very well-attended breakfast program. Also, Clontarf and Stars, well represented at Malden Park Primary. They do a fantastic work there. I visited with a couple of the Clontarf academies around Palmerston, and very, very impressed with the work they do, trying to increase attendance and engagement. Congratulations to new School Council Chair Michaela Carter and immediate past Chair Mel Wilson. So well done, team. And if you have any fundraising or coming up this year, or any activities that require volunteers, please give me a yell. Very happy to help out and lend a hand. Madam Speaker, I'd like to speak about Woodruff Primary School and give my congratulations and honour to Principal Christy West, who is just a fantastic principal who works hard every day for the children of Woodruff. They too have a breakfast club, and from time to time run special breakfasts that include the parents. So they're doing everything they can, as we all are, to get kids into school, to get those bums on seats and get those minds ready to learn. And I recently, one of the assemblies that I recently attended, it was a very lucky surprise. They had a little performance on that morning, and I was very impressed. It was a great little performance, and at the end of it, they went around and handed out, I don't know the name of it, but some orchids and palm fronds that one of the teachers had very enterprisingly gathered from around the community. I don't know where they gathered them. I have some suspicions that it might be near my office, but they were available to be gathered, and gathered they were, and it was very well received by all the parents there at the assembly. So well done, Christy, and well done to all the team at Woodruff Primary. Rosebery Primary School. Congratulations to Principal Danielle Banachek. She stepped up into this role only recently after being assistant principal for a number of years. And I just want to honour Miss Banachek for her amazing abilities in the theatre and dance area. So I have to declare a conflict of interest. My boys go to Rosebery Primary School, and so we've been to their end-of-year performances for the last few years at DPAC over at the entertainment centre there, and they are amazing. If you've ever tried to wrangle a whole school worth of children from, I think, transition all the way through to year 6 and get them to put on a performance with costumes, lighting, music, and a strong narrative, and they pull it off and it's seamless. So it's just amazing. And Miss Banachek, I really hope that you have enough time to continue to make this year's and next year's performances as great as the ones that came before, now that you have increased responsibilities. Speaking to the matter of public importance, my mother was a teacher at Bachelor Primary. She spent, I think, nearly probably 28, 29 years teaching transition at Bachelor Area School. And then she moved...
What a woman.
Yeah. Did she teach you? Oh, Jossie, that's right. And after that, when we moved up to town, she spent another probably 10 or 15 years teaching transition at Wallagi Primary School. So education is strong in my veins, Madam Speaker. And my wife as well is a teacher. Not a primary school teacher yet. She has spent a lot of years teaching English as a second language to international students, but she has quite a few qualifications, and she tries to explain to me about the pedagogy of learning and the theories of instruction. And I have to admit that after a while I put up the white flag and I just say, look, slow down a bit. But I did pick up on the Minister for Education earlier was talking about seeing the explicit instruction model. And I'm hearing a lot of good things about the explicit instruction model. So, yeah, I think I'm looking forward to, as we move forward, improving the methods of instruction, manners of maintaining the classroom, the tools that we give teachers to maintain order in their class. There's a big toolbox, Madam Speaker, and we need carrots and we need sticks. We need everything in the toolbox to try to get the best possible outcomes for Territory kids. Because I tell you what, there's a lot of people that I know who were educated under the original CLP government that unfortunately was lost power in 2001, but was in power from, including yourself, you were educated under them. And there are some amazing, innovative individuals that were educated under that education system. So there's a lot of work to do. There's a few bits of meat that we can pick off the bones of the previous Labor policy. I think reversing the failed Labor policy of middle schooling is probably the main one. So very happy to take that up. And I'll be very excited to follow along with that, and as we roll that out in Palmerston and Darwin and around the Territory. And yeah, Madam Speaker, I reaffirm my and our party's wholehearted support of educating Territory kids to reach the best of their potential. Thank you, Madam Speaker.